What if every day you're unknowingly paying a spiritual price for avoiding your true purpose? It's not a bill you can see or a cost you can measure, but it's there, hidden beneath the surface, shaping your life in ways you might not realize. Maybe you feel it already. It's that quiet restlessness that lingers even when everything seems fine. It's the emptiness that no amount of success, money, or distraction can fill. For many, the idea of purpose feels overwhelming, even unattainable. It's easy to settle for a life that's comfortable, familiar, and safe. But what if that very comfort comes at a cost? What if staying where you are, ignoring the call deep within, slowly erodes your energy, your joy, and even your soul? The toll is subtle at first, a loss of passion, a creeping dissatisfaction, or a persistent feeling that something is missing. But over time, it grows heavier. Avoiding your true purpose doesn't just hold you back. It drains you, leaving you tired, unfulfilled, and disconnected from the very essence of who you are. You might tell yourself it's too late to change, that the risks are too high, or that your dreams don't matter anymore. But the truth is, the longer you avoid your purpose, the more this invisible spiritual price accumulates. It's like carrying an unseen weight, one that gets harder to bear with every passing day. What if you could set it down? What if living your purpose wasn't about chasing perfection or achieving something grand, but about aligning with what makes your soul come alive? Before we dive deeper into the spiritual cost of avoidance, let's explore why this invisible price exists and how it might already be shaping your life. Avoiding your true purpose is not something most people do intentionally. Often, it's the result of fear, societal expectations, or a lack of clarity about what that purpose even is. Yet even in the absence of deliberate avoidance, the effects can be profound. The price you pay is spiritual, emotional, and sometimes even physical, slowly chipping away at your inner peace and vitality. The subtle signs of avoidance. You might not even realize you're avoiding your purpose, but the signs are often there. A persistent sense of dissatisfaction may creep into your daily life. You find yourself wondering why, despite achieving certain milestones or living a stable life, there's a gnawing feeling that something is missing. Perhaps you feel drained even after a full night's sleep. Maybe you've developed a habit of relying on distractions, social media, binge watching, overindulging in food or drink, to keep yourself from confronting the emptiness. Jealousy might flare when you see others thriving in their passions, even as you cheer them on outwardly. These are the whispers of your soul, urging you to recognize that you're meant for more. The most insidious part of this avoidance is that it often masquerades as practicality or comfort. You might tell yourself, "I'm being responsible by staying in this job," or "it's not the right time to take risks." While these rationalizations feel safe, they often act as barriers, keeping you from stepping into the life you're meant to lead. The emotional and energetic costs. The longer you avoid your purpose, the heavier the burden becomes. Emotionally, you might experience bouts of frustration, sadness, or anxiety that seem disconnected from any specific event. These feelings are often the result of a deep internal conflict, your true self pushing against the confines of the life you've settled for. Energetically, the cost is even greater. Think of it like a dam blocking a river. The water represents your potential and passion, constantly building pressure as it's prevented from flowing freely. Over time, this blockage creates stagnation, leaving you feeling tired, uninspired, and stuck. This isn't just a metaphor. Studies have shown that people who lack a sense of purpose are more prone to burnout, depression, and chronic stress. When you live out of alignment with your soul's calling, your body and mind suffer the consequences. It's as if your spirit rebels against the inauthenticity, manifesting in ways that affect your overall well-being. The cultural and social influence. One of the reasons people avoid their purpose is the weight of societal and cultural expectations. From a young age, we are often conditioned to prioritize stability, success, and conformity over passion and individuality. You might have been told that certain dreams were impractical or that following your heart was irresponsible. Over time, these messages sink in, leading you to suppress the parts of yourself that feel most alive. Perhaps you've stayed in a career that pays the bills but leaves you unfulfilled. Or maybe you've adhered to a life path that others expected of you, rather than carving your own. The cost of living this way is more than just personal. It ripples out into the world. When you avoid your true purpose, you deny the world the unique gifts you were meant to share. The song you didn't sing, the invention you didn't create, or the kindness you didn't spread. These are all opportunities lost, not just for you, but for everyone around you. Why fear keeps you stuck. Fear is one of the biggest obstacles to embracing your purpose. It manifests in many forms: fear of failure, fear of judgment, fear of the unknown. These fears are often rooted in past experiences, times when you took a risk and it didn't work out, or moments when you were criticized for being yourself. This fear convinces you to play it safe, to stay within the boundaries of what's familiar. But the irony is that avoiding your purpose doesn't eliminate fear, it amplifies it. The longer you stay in a life that doesn't resonate with your soul, the more fearful and uncertain you become. Fear also feeds on the unknown. You might not have a clear vision of what your purpose looks like, and that ambiguity can feel overwhelming. But the truth is, purpose isn't always about a grand, defined mission. It's about tuning into what brings you joy, fulfillment, and a sense of meaning, however small those moments might seem at first. The role of intuition. Your intuition is a powerful guide, always nudging you toward your true purpose. Yet, it's easy to ignore. In a world filled with noise and distractions, the quiet voice of intuition often gets drowned out by external pressures and internal doubts. Listening to your intuition requires stillness and trust. It asks you to pay attention to the activities, ideas, or dreams that light you up. What are the things that make time seem to vanish? What are the passions you've buried because they didn't seem practical? Ignoring these intuitive signals comes at a spiritual cost. Over time, your inner voice grows quieter, and the connection to your authentic self weakens. Reconnecting with your intuition is the first step toward breaking free from avoidance and stepping into a life aligned with your purpose. The ripple effect of avoidance. When you avoid your purpose, the impact isn't limited to your inner world. It affects your relationships, your work, and even the energy you bring into the spaces you occupy. You might find yourself short-tempered, uninspired, or disengaged, which can create distance between you and the people who matter most. On the other hand, pursuing your purpose has the opposite effect. It fills you with energy and enthusiasm, which naturally spills over into your interactions and inspires those around you. Aligning with your purpose isn't just a gift to yourself, it's a gift to everyone you encounter. The invisible spiritual price of avoiding your true purpose is steep, but it's not irreversible. Recognizing the cost is the first step toward reclaiming your life and rediscovering the joy and energy that come from living authentically. While the journey may feel daunting, it's important to remember that stepping into your purpose doesn't have to mean dramatic, overnight changes. It's about taking one small, courageous step at a time. Begin by listening to the whispers of your intuition. What excites you? What feels meaningful? What would you do if fear or judgment weren't factors? These questions can help you identify the path you're meant to follow. Purpose doesn't have to be tied to a grand mission. It can be found in the simple, everyday moments that bring you peace and fulfillment. As you start aligning with your purpose, you'll notice the weight of avoidance beginning to lift. That restless energy, that persistent dissatisfaction, it will gradually be replaced by a sense of clarity and flow. You'll feel more connected to yourself and to the world around you, as if a dam has been broken and the river of your true self is finally flowing freely. Living your purpose also empowers others. When you embody authenticity, you inspire those around you to do the same. Your energy shifts, your relationships deepen, and the world feels the ripple effect of your transformation. The spiritual cost of avoidance may be invisible, but the rewards of embracing your purpose are undeniable. You are here for a reason. Your gifts, passions, and dreams are not accidents. They are your guideposts. Trust them, follow them, and let them lead you to a life where your soul feels truly alive. The price of staying stuck is far greater than the courage it takes to begin.